My name is Tom, and I never thought I'd be telling this story. Yet here I am, compelled to share one of the most heartbreaking experiences of my life. It all began with a nagging unease I tried to bury deep inside. No matter how much I pushed aside, the feeling never left. Sarah, my partner of 9 years, and I had what appeared to be a beautiful life. We had 2 wonderful children, Ethan, 6, and Lily, for a cozy home, stable careers, and what others might call the perfect marriage. But somewhere along the way, things shifted. At first, the changes were almost invisible. Sarah started staying late at work more often. When I asked, she brushed it off with excuses about extra tasks or meetings she couldn't skip. I wanted to believe her. I told myself work could be demanding, but soon her late nights became a pattern I could no longer ignore. Then came the smaller signs. Her phone always face down on the table, locked tight. She would step away to take calls or send messages in private. I tried convincing myself I was overthinking, just tired, just paranoid. But deep inside, I knew something was breaking between us. Our conversations lost their warmth. The closeness we once shared faded, leaving me frustrated and lost. I kept asking myself, where was the woman I had promised my life to? The one who used to laugh with me, confide in me, and love me openly? The intimacy we cherished was gone, replaced with silence and distance. One night, Sarah stumbled in close to midnight. She looked worn out, but there was more, a heaviness in her steps, a refusal to meet my eyes. That was the moment I couldn't live with uncertainty any longer. I needed the truth. In desperation, I did something I never imagined I would. I set up a hidden camera in our living room. It was a decision that still unsettles me, but I convinced myself it would only be temporary. I needed to know if Sarah was truly just exhausted from work, or if something darker was happening behind my back. The next day, once Sarah left, I opened the footage. My heart raced as the screen lit up. I saw her come in as usual. But then, another figure appeared, a tall man with dark hair, dressed in a black jacket and jeans. My stomach dropped. Who was he, and why was he in my home? Then came the blow that shattered me. They embraced. Their lips met in a kiss full of passion, the kind reserved for lovers, not a passing acquaintance. My chest tightened as I paused the video, trying to process what I had just seen. Sarah, my wife, the woman I trusted without question, was kissing another man. Shaking, I replayed the footage, hoping I had misunderstood, but there was no denying it. Sarah wasn't just unfaithful, she was in love. Their smiles, their laughter, the way they sipped wine and touched each other gently. It wasn't fleeting. It was real. It had been happening for longer than I dared to admit. And then came the part that broke me completely. Ethan and Lily came running downstairs. My heart sank as I watched them race toward the stranger sitting comfortably on our sofa. Uncle Chris. Ethan shouted with excitement. Lily giggled, hugging him tightly. I froze. My children, my entire world, already knew him, already loved him. While I had been working, caring, and building memories with them, Sarah had been weaving this man into their lives. I felt replaced in my own home. That night, when Sarah returned, I confronted her, not with yelling or anger, but with the undeniable truth. I showed her the footage. The look on her face, shock, guilt, shame, will never leave me. She didn't deny it. She broke down, admitting everything. Chris was someone from her workplace. Their friendship had slowly turned into something more. Through tears, she confessed she had fallen in love with him. She said she felt lonely with me, that I had become distant, and that Chris made her feel alive again. Her words cut deeper than the betrayal itself. She was blaming me, as if I hadn't tried, as if I hadn't fought to hold our marriage together. I stood there hollowed out. How could I ever look at her the same way? How could I trust her after she had invited another man not only into her heart, but into our home and our children's lives? She promised she would end it with him, but I couldn't believe her. The trust was gone. The hardest part was Ethan and Lily. I didn't want them to suffer, yet they could already feel the tension. They saw the pain in my eyes, even when I tried to hide it. I swore to them I would always be their father, their safe place, no matter what happened. The next morning, I filed for divorce. Staying in a marriage built on lies wasn't an option. I couldn't raise my children in a house where betrayal lingered in every corner. It wasn't just about Sarah and Chris anymore. It was about protecting Ethan and Lily. Sarah begged for forgiveness, vowing she would do anything to fix things. But the damage was too deep. The kids and I had to start a new chapter. I promised them I'd be their rock, their constant love, even if it meant rebuilding everything from the ground up. Placing that hidden camera felt wrong, but what I discovered was worse than anything I imagined. It wasn't just an affair, it was a collapse of our family. Yet from the ashes came one painful but vital lesson. Facing the truth, no matter how unbearable, is the only path to healing. Now, I'm learning to rebuild, to move forward, to heal not just for myself, but for Ethan and Lily, who deserve more love, stability, and strength than ever before. Together, we will find a way to be whole again.